I'm now joined by senior linebacker Michael Barrett. I guess it's probably, a grad student now?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, fifth year.
Thanks for joining me. How many years of eligibility do you have? Because you were a part of the COVID season. Do you have a red shirt? Do you have any years left after this year? Because we need more block punts. We need more big plays on defense. Can you stick around one more year?
Yeah, I still have one more year after this. I had a COVID year, and I redshirted my freshman year, so I still have one more after this.
Does it seem weird? I mean, you've been here for a long time that you still got another year?
Yeah, it does. I already feel like an old man in the building, so it definitely feels weird that I still had the chance to come back for an extra one. So.
Do you see that as not only a great opportunity to come back and play another year for Michigan, but what are you doing academically with your fifth year and then possibly your sixth year?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm in grad school. I'm in grad school for social work right now, so it gives me that opportunity to go and get my master's and to just have both of those degrees. And yeah, it's always great to have that Michigan degree. Great to have that in my back pocket if I always need it. So that's just a great opportunity to pursue anything I want afterwards.
Now, a lot has changed in your time here at Michigan. Obviously the COVID year changed everything, but defenses have changed. You've gone from, I know you've got quarterback in your background, you've got Viper in your background, now you're just back to linebacker. How have you evolved in this defense in your time at Michigan?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, like I came in at quarterback and played a lot of Viper, which is more like kind of like a safety linebacker combo. And, with this new defense, I just kind of had to evolve myself with more like of that linebacker mentality, more of that trenches in the trenches. And, just kind of shape my mind, shape my body into, being able to compete at that kind of level on a, play-to-play basis.
You mentioned you shape your body. Obviously, different positions require different things. How have you been able to change your body throughout all of those different positions?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, my weight's fluctuated so much since I've been here. I started off probably 210, jumped up to like 220, back down to like 205 to play Viper and to play like nickel last year, and now I'm up to 235. So, yeah, I've just, had to kind of keep cutting my weight, keep adding that weight on just to do and to, make sure my body's able to handle all those situations that I'm in.
What's your parents say when they see you now at 235, knowing they've seen you 30 pounds lighter and now obviously jacked up at 235?
Yeah, it's funny because they haven't seen me. They saw me last weekend for the first time since I put on the weight, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you do look a little jacked up now." And I'm like, "Yeah, I try to tell y'all I've been putting on some weight, putting on that muscle." So, yeah, they just was a little shocked this first time they seen me this big and ever, really. So,
how have you been able to do it? Now, when I was playing, and I'm going to play old guy on you, it wasn't nutrition. It was as much cottage in pizza, spots, and maybe a few pops. That was the way that we put on weight. I got to imagine maybe some of those are the same, but it's a little bit different. How have you gotten with the nutritionist and been able to put on that much weight?
Well, honestly, it was a lot of hydration that kind of that played a big part in it. A lot of Chipotle bowls, and yeah, like water and just hydrating, kind of making that like a focal point throughout the day, and just making sure I'm getting that hydration, getting that water back with everything I'm putting out. I'm a real sweater, so I sweat so much. I have to make sure I'm putting all those liquids back in my body. So that was kind of like a focal point.
What is it now being at the linebacker position of 235? How big of a challenge is it, or how different is it from that Viper position or playing that nickel back corner or defensive back last year?
I mean, it's just more, like I said, just more in the trenches. Get your hands a little dirty more. Got to put your hands on the offensive line a lot more, and yeah, just playing in the box is just a little different than playing outside. I don't really have to chase around, receivers and tight ends all game anymore. I'm more just in the box, lateral, downhill. So,
which do you like more?
Whichever one I can make plays, the most plays. Honestly, I mean, with this,
good. It's okay. You can answer honestly. You can say, I like to hit the big fellas, or I like to chase wide receivers.
I mean, it's not fun always being in it. Had to go head to head with a 350-pound lineman every snap. So I mean, I would say probably outside, just because you can make a lot of plays coming off the edge, things like that. I say would be pretty fun. But I mean, I'm also doing those things, in this defense. So either one, I feel like I just love going out there making those plays regardless of where I am.
So you kind of mentioned it there. I asked you some of those questions because the way that Jesse Minter and Coach Hilo are using you, it feels like you could line up just about anywhere on the field. That experience that you have at all those different positions, even from the other side of the ball, how has it made you the player you are now and how you see the game of football?
I mean, yeah, I feel like quarterback kind of helped, my defensive side of the ball because like linebacker is the quarterback of the defense, and I kind of can read routes and run plays in different ways just because I've seen it from the other side of the ball. And, just my athletic ability, all the things that I can do, just being versatile in that way, I feel like kind of helps me in a lot of different ways and be able to do a lot of different things.
They played 8 quarterbacks on Saturday. Did you think maybe your name would be called next, or were you lobbying to take a few snaps?
I was waiting on it, man. I was waiting to hear my name go out there and try to get me
Can you still launch it?
Oh yeah, always. Once you get that going, those mechanics never go away. So I can definitely still sling it.
Now that you're in the Big Ten season, how does it change? How does the mindset change from non-conference to Big Ten?
I mean, these games just mean a lot more. We always preach, there's every day matters, but 12 of them count. But these Big Ten games, they count a lot more. We're still on our road to Big Ten champs, and we know, like, in order to get there, like, these games are going to count a little extra. So, I mean, we try to treat every week and every team the same, but we all know in the back of our head, like, we got to – it's more, strict, more of a focus, more of a hyper focus going into every week, every meeting, every time we line up against the look team. We know like it matters a little more.
You're going to go up against the best offense that you faced so far this year. They're very deep at wide receiver. They've got a quarterback that loves to throw the ball downfield. What are some of the keys for you in this game?
I mean, I feel like we just have to, limit the big plays, limit, everything that they want to do, and, try to knock the pass game out. I feel like it's a great opportunity for us, to go out and just see guys with different, things that they can do. They got a running quarterback, guy who can run and throw the ball. So, I feel like it's a great challenge for us to, kind of see where we are, see where we're headed, and, in order for us to get where we want to be, like we have to, face teams like this on the way. So it's a great opportunity.
A lot of programs and a lot of teams, no matter what level, they talk about the 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. You've been a huge part of the special team since you've been here. Why is it better at Michigan than some of the other programs? They talk about it, but it doesn't seem like they put the work in. Why has it been used as a weapon at Michigan?
I feel like, a lot of other schools don't really know or don't really just preach the importance of special teams as much as we do. We kind of go statistically into everything, kind of see, like, how, a special teams play can impact you in the long run in the game. And, it's actually a third of the game. People kind of say that but don't really realize, like, special teams can win or lose you the game based on, like, the unseen things of special teams, like the field position. Like if you cross the 50, that gives the offense a chance, or if you pin an offense deep inside their own territory, that gives your defense the chance to, get them off the field, and then now your offense has the ball around the 50-yard line. It's just little things like that. Like we are always, kind of preaching the importance of that, and as long as everyone on the field or on the team kind of sees the importance of it, I feel like that's what kind of makes us kind of special in that way.
Well, Mike, best of luck throughout the course of the season, and we'll be looking for you in a lot of different ways come Saturday.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.